Hey everybody, this is Al Johnson from the Al Johnson Show, and as promised in my Secret Invasion Episode 5 video, I did want to come up here and kind of expand on what has been I guess you could say, a controversial topic. New York and traffic, gotta love it. But yeah, I did want to come up and talk about this controversy, if you will, that's been surrounding Secret Invasion since the show premiered, or even ever since it was announced. And that's the whole idea about how come there's no Avengers to help out Nick Fury or stop this big global threat that is the Skrull invasion. Like, where's the Avengers? You know, all that stuff. Now, before I get into it, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time being here and you want to come along the train, or if you want to continue trucking along the Al Johnson Show, then make sure you do the following. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell whenever new videos are released. Let's begin. So yeah, where are the Avengers? That's been like a big thing, I guess a big negative surrounding Secret Invasion, other than people saying that the show is, is boring and it's not really hitting as much, or it's not really sorry about that. My dog noticed a dog across the street. But yeah, not noticing like how big the show can be because it's so stripped down and it's on TV, so the budget is reduced. Like where's the Avengers? And in that review, I believe I said something to the effect of how I don't think people are aware about this, or aware of this, is that there is no Avengers at the moment to stop this global threat. Now, could you say there are Avenger members that are there? Yes. However, while there are Avengers members, there's not really a team that is fully assembled that would stop this Skrull invasion. Even if Nick Fury could jumble together an Avengers team. Because if you notice, after Endgame, the Avengers, for the most part, have disbanded. And oh snap, there's a big dog coming along. So, hold that thought. And now we're back. So yeah, the whole thing about there being no Avengers. Like I said, I don't think people understand the fact that the reason why, how come the Avengers is not helping out? Because there is no Avengers. Oh, but what about Hawkeye? What about Thor? What about this? What about that? Maybe they're all dealing with their own things and don't want to be contacted by Nick Fury or whoever at this present time. And in the same episode, Nick Fury, I believe in the show, he was asked twice about how come we can't get the Avengers to help out with this. In episode 2, Rhodey, who wasn't really Rhodey, it was a Skrull, spoiler alert if you guys didn't know that, said, hey, how come we can't get the team to help out with this? And Fury was like, no, if we get the team involved, then the Skrulls that are on Earth or around the globe will impersonate them and make them out to be global terrorists. And that's a no-no. Then, in last week's episode, Sonya Farnsworth, played by Olivia Colman, then asks Fury, how come you haven't called your special friends to help you? And Fury responds with, it's personal. Saying we can't always rely on super people to help us out when we can do it ourselves. The Avengers, they haven't lived the life I've lived. They can't protect the world the way I can. Basically saying, oh, this is my mess. I have to be the one to clean it up. I'm not calling the Avengers to clean up my mess. I got to do it myself. And the reason why that line was important, because, well, to me at least, because think about it, you guys. Every time we see an MCU project or a movie surrounding a singular character and something happens, immediately our minds go to, hey, how come so-and-so didn't call for the Avengers? For example, when you watch Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Doctor Strange is dealing with Wanda and the unraveling of the multiverse and all that. Immediately, our thought was, how come Strange couldn't call the Avengers? Well, because Doctor Strange, despite popular belief, is not really an Avenger. Yes, he has helped out the team, but he's not really an Avenger. And also, let's just say he's not really buddy with members of the team. He's just an associate. Or another example, when the Guardians of the Galaxy were dealing with the High Evolutionary, our thought was, hey, how come the Avengers couldn't help out there? It's like, because this is about the Guardians. Because think about this, guys. Whenever you watch an MCU project that's focused on a particular somebody or a ensemble group, like the Guardians or Shang-Chi or what have you, you can't always predict or expect to see like an Avenger or the Avengers come along to help. And also, this reminded me of, there's a song called "Pray for Me" by The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar from the first Black Panther movie. And in that song, Kendrick Lamar, during his verse, he has a line where he says, who need a hero? Look in the mirror, there go your hero. Basically saying, don't wait for people to come down and save you or be your hero. You are your own hero. You are your own maker of destiny. And that's the same thing here when it comes to, say, Nick Fury for Secret Invasion. He said himself, we can't always rely on super people to help us. Nick Fury says, no, this is my mess. I kind of caused all this with Gravik wanting the harvest and him wanting to have the Avengers DNA to be super powerful. It's my mess. I have to be the one to do it. I can't call the Avengers. And like I said, I think it makes sense for people who are like, that's such a cop-out, or yo, or people, or like, that's just lame, or yeah, right, because y'all don't have the budget to do it, ha 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 ha. The problem is, let's say Nick Fury did call the Avengers. I guarantee you, the Avengers members that Nick Fury would have called, y'all would have complained about it. I guarantee you, y'all would have complained about it because also I've noticed in the MCU, the discourse in the MCU, people are complaining about all these cameos. Well, if Nick Fury did call some Avengers members, basically call in a cameo, y'all would have complained about it. And it's like, wait a minute, I thought y'all wanted Avengers, right? Well, Nick Fury called Avengers, here they are, and y'all complaining about it. But because Nick Fury isn't calling Avengers, y'all think it's lame. See how that doesn't make sense? So for me personally, the whole no Avengers thing, it's really nothing. Like, I don't care that this show don't have the budget to get like some big Avenger members. I don't care, because this show is about Nick Fury, and so I want to see Nick Fury handle his business. I want to see Nick Fury defeat Gravik. I don't want to see Nick Fury be basically held to help get what help. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't want somebody to like be there to hold Nick Fury's hand to defeat Gravik. You know what I'm saying? If I want to die, I might as well go watch. I don't know. I guess I might as well watch Thor: Love and Thunder, or Thor Ragnarok to see that when it's about a particular character. Sorry about that. And in this instance, it's Nick Fury. This is about Nick Fury. I want to see how he takes out Gravik and stop this section of Secret Invasion. Not the whole invasion, but this section. So for me personally, Nick Fury saying, this is too personal for me, I can't call the Avengers. Honestly, y'all should really think that think, oh, it makes sense, instead of being like, well, that's lame. However, that's just my opinion. That's just my thoughts. So let me know down below, how do you guys feel about this? Do you guys wish there were Avengers in this show, or there should be an Avengers team to help out Nick Fury with this secret invasion thing? Because I see people like, oh, well, in the comics, this is not like the comics. I don't know how many times I have to keep reiterating this. It's not like the comics. It's not supposed to be like the comics. And that should be a good thing. That should be a good thing, because you want this thing to reach an audience who don't read comics, who just wants to see the show or the movie. And for me, as somebody who doesn't read the comics and just watching it at face value, I dig it. I enjoy the show as is. Could it have been better? Absolutely. But then again, a lot of the Disney Plus shows for the MCU could have been better than what they ended up being, even though I end up enjoying them. But again, that's just me. So again, guys, let me know down below, do you wish there was Avengers? Are you glad there are no Avengers? Let me know down below your thoughts on everything. And folks, thank you all for watching. Sometime this week, I will give you guys my thoughts on the finale of Secret Invasion and where we go from where we go from here. And also, I'll give you guys also my thoughts on what the post-credit scene sets up for not just the future of the MCU, but for Captain Marvel 2. And anyways, guys, that's it for today. Wow, that sun is shining bright. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell to be updated whenever future videos are released. And as always, I've been Al Johnson, and you're not. Deuces.